Hey y'all, Michelle Raza here with Finding Yourself SATX Life Coaching, where since 2017 we've worked with our clients to set personal vision statements, then establish goals, and most importantly, hold our clients accountable so that they can see visible changes and achieve success. Check out my website. It's at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. Thanks. Today we're going to continue talking about Melody Beattie's Codependent No More. If you like these videos, if you find them informative and helpful, please do like and subscribe. It really does help us little YouTubers. The chapter that we're going to cover today is called Set Yourself Free, and it's chapter 7 in her book. She starts by saying, people say codependents are controllers. We nag, lecture, scream, holler, cry, beg, bribe, coerce, hover over, protect, accuse, chase after, run away from, try to talk into, try to talk out of, attempt to induce guilt in, seduce, entrap, check on, demonstrate how much we've been hurt people in return so they'll know how it feels, threaten to hurt ourselves, whip power plays on, deliver ultimatums to, do things for, refuse to do things for, stomp out on, get even with, whine, vent fury on, act helpless, suffer in loud silence, try to please, lie, do sneaky little things, do sneaky big things, clutch at our hearts and threaten to die, grab our heads and threaten to go crazy, beat on our chests and threaten to kill, enlist the aid of supporters, gauge our words carefully, sleep with, refuse to sleep with, have children with, bargain with, drag to counseling, drag out of counseling, talk mean about, talk mean to, insult, condemn, pray for miracles, pay for miracles, go to places we don't want to go, stay nearby, supervise, dictate, command, complain, write letters about, write letters to, stay home and wait for, go out and look for, call all over looking for, drive down dark alleys at night hoping to see, chase down dark alleys at night hoping to catch, run down alleys at night to get away from, bring home, keep home, lock out, move away from, move with, scold, impress upon, advise, teach lessons to, set straight, insist, give in to, placate, provoke, try to make jealous, try to make afraid, remind, inquire, hint, look through pockets, peek in wallets, search dresser drawers. I caught my cough. I paused and caught my cough before I coughed in the video. Search dresser drawers, dig through glove boxes, look in the toilet tank, try to look into the future, search through the past, call relatives about, reason with, settle issues once and for all, settle them again, punish, reward, almost give up on, then try even harder, and a list of other handy maneuvers I've either forgotten or haven't tried yet. So I told myself I would read the first sentence to you. That literally was the first and second sentence of the chapter, basically saying you're trying to reason with somebody who has a dependency issue and you can't. And so you try everything, right? Because you care about the person. And so you try everything in your power to try to make them do the right thing. And I mean, it's exhausting. I'd say it's exhausting. It's many things, but it's also very exhausting. She goes on here on page 75. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria married a man who turned out to be an alcoholic. He was a binge drinker. He didn't drink every day, every weekend, or every month. But when he did, look out. He stayed drunk for days, sometimes weeks. He started drinking at 8 in the morning and drank until he passed out. He vomited all over, devastated the family's finances, got fired from jobs, and created unbearable chaos each time he drank. Between binges, life was not perfect either. A sense of impending doom and unresolved feelings filled the air. Other unresolved problems, residues from the drinking, cluttered their lives. They could never get ahead of the disasters. They were always starting over with a dirty slate. But it was better for Maria and her 3 children when her husband wasn't drinking. There was hope, too, that this time it would be different. It never was different. For years, each time Maria turned around or turned her back, her husband went on a binge. And then she goes on to discuss financial issues. So he's saying, if you would just get a job, then maybe we wouldn't have these financial issues, which of course he drank them into financial issues because he got fired from jobs, couldn't keep a job, etc. So then she decides to get a job, right, to help out. And then one day she has an anxiety attack, just kind of something in her subconscious mind triggers a knowing or a feeling that something's going to happen today. And she was right. So she ends up quitting her job, and she has to watch over him because otherwise he's going to get fired from his job. So she has to quit her job and watch over him. And Beattie asks us the question, so who is controlling whom? Is she controlling him, or is she being controlled by him and his behaviors, ultimately? So then she talks about being in a group, talking about a group, a family group facilitation that she was doing. And this is a husband and wife team. So the wife says, "You accuse me of trying to control you. And I guess I have," she said. "I've gone to bars with you so you wouldn't drink so much. I've let you come home when you were abusive and drunk so you wouldn't drink anymore or hurt yourself. I've measured your drinks, drank with you, and I hate drinking, hid your bottles, taken you to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. But the truth is," she said, "you've been controlling me. All those letters from prison telling me what I wanted to hear. All those promises, all those words. And every time I'm ready to leave you, to walk out for good, you do or say just the right thing to keep me from leaving. You know just what I want to hear, and that's what you'll tell me. But you never change. You've never intended to change. You just want to control me." He smiled a half smile and nodded when she said that. "Yes," he said, "I have been trying to control you, and I've been doing a pretty good job at that." Control is an illusion. It doesn't work. We cannot control alcoholism. We cannot control anyone's compulsive behaviors, overeating, sexual, gambling, or any of their behaviors. We cannot, and have no business trying to, control anyone's emotions, mind, or choices. We cannot control the outcome of events. We cannot control life. Some of us can barely control ourselves. People ultimately do what they want to do. They feel how they want to feel, or how they are feeling. They think what they want to think. They do the things they believe they need to do, and they will change only when they are ready to change. It doesn't matter if they're wrong and we're right. It doesn't matter if they're hurting themselves. It doesn't matter that we could help them if they'd only listen to, cooperate with, and cooperate with us. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We cannot change people. Any attempts to control them are a delusion as well as an illusion. People will either resist our efforts or redouble their efforts to prove we can't control them. They may temporarily adapt to our demands, But the moment we turn our backs, they will return to their natural state. Furthermore, people will punish us for making them do something they don't want to do or be something they don't want to be. No amount of control will affect a permanent or desirable change in another person. So we'll close out here with an activity. Activity 1. Is there an event or person in your life that you are trying to control? Why? Write a few paragraphs about it. 2. In what ways, mentally, physically, emotionally, etc., are you being controlled by whatever or whomever you are attempting to control? 3. What would happen to you and the other person if you detached from this situation or person? Will that probably happen anyway, in spite of your controlling gestures? How are you benefiting by attempting to control the situation? How is the other person benefiting by your attempts to control? How effective are your attempts at controlling the outcomes of events? So here this brings us back to Dr. Judd Brewer's model of trigger, behavior, reward. And so he talks about the 3 gears, right? The 3 gears. The first is observing the behavior that you don't like. And then people always jump to gear 3, which is I observed it, now I'm going to change it, right? But what she's asking us to do here, how are you benefiting by attempting to control the situation? So that's gear 2 in Dr. Brewer's terminology. What do you get from this? So what is the behavior and what is it that you're getting from this? So when you run out in the middle of the night looking at bars trying to find your loved one because they said they would be home and they're not home and they haven't called and their phone shut off, what is it that you're getting from this? Or when you allow them to drain your finances and you let them in and you continue to rescue them, what is it that you're getting from it? What is the benefit that you're getting from this? It's something that only you can determine, right? Only you know when enough is enough. But that's the question she's asking us. What is it that you're getting from trying to control the situation? So, hard stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys, all your comments. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It really does make a difference. Please pick up your own copy, Codependent No More by Melody Beattie, and check out my website. I'm at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. Take care, y'all. Have a great day.